Oh, hello.
3, 2, 1, we go. Did it say 3, 2, 1?
You sure did.
Oh man, what's up? What's happening? How's everybody doing? Intro music. Yeah. Why don't we get some intro music? How do you want to do that?
I could just play it on my phone.
Or we get like a little boombox. What's our intro music? What's our intro music going to be?
Who knows?
Who knows? Anybody have an idea what our intro music should be for the Wednesday Night Live T&P show? Brought to you by United Shooting Sports Leagues and all of our MIPP sponsors. Man, there's some cool stuff going on in MIPP. I got some stuff to tell you guys about. Awesome stuff going on all over the place. Out of control, still out of control from Safariland. Oh man, what an amazing match. The positives and the videos and all the feedback we've been getting. Obviously that being the Expedition National Championship and the Expedition style being that fast-paced style, but we did add a lot of rounds to the match, so there was a lot of people that were like, man, I wasn't expecting all that. Plus, we introed the new options that are just across the board, open, free options. There's a hair. I can't get it. It's going to drive me crazy.
I don't see it.
All right. And so just the amount of comments we're getting on that, it's unreal. I think I've got more emails just saying thanks for the match and thanks for the sponsors and everything that went on. Obviously, huge thanks to Safariland, title MIPP sponsor for the United Pistol League, title sponsor for the Expedition Nationals, sponsoring all kinds of other matches. They're on board. We have them on board for the 2019 Grand Championships coming up in May. So that's the match we want to talk probably the most about, get you guys the most information. It's the next big major happening underneath our flag, as well as some other stuff, district championships going on, and then we'll definitely talk about the 2019 Magpul Wyoming Governor's Cup, brought to you by, I already messed it up. 2019 Magpul Wyoming Governor's Cup, we're going to say presented by Vortex Optics. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for digging me out of that hole.
That's a very official name.
And Vortex Optics, I mean, can't say enough about Vortex Optics. It's still there. There's something, there's
a spider web.
There's a hair, and it's...
Well, hold still. I can't see.
There's a hair. It's driving me crazy. I see it. It's over and over again. Where is it? I don't know. All right, so Vortex Optics, man. So they just came on for area sponsor, which is the biggest sponsorship next to... we froze. We froze. Unfreeze. There we go. Look at that. It worked. Vortex Optics, area sponsor for the 2019 Grands, with the UML Championships on top of that. 2 matches in one. Another opportunity to shoot a crazy amount of stages like those of you who came to Safariland and did that. There's some 42s and some 40s and some crazy people that shot like crazy at Safariland. So can't thank Vortex Optics enough. Obviously, a huge part of the Magpul Wyoming Governor's match happening in August, first week of August. And then just came on board as an area sponsor, so a huge sponsorship to the Grand Championship match. Other area sponsor for the Grand Championship match, Rock Island Army Arms Corps. I can't thank them enough. Again, they do pistol match with us, the title sponsor, Bad Beat Shootout. They are a part of your MIPP program, so a new addition to the MIPP program, which is going to be finalized here in the next week or so. It just got super crazy with Safariland. Is a company that is attached to Rock Island Army Arms Corps, being a shooting company that doesn't sell direct to the public. Having a discount code program is impossible, but they have Advanced Tactical, and they sell their ammo and some of their products and stuff. So we've got a huge sponsorship. It's a platinum sponsorship for the MIPP program with awesome. Advanced Tactical, which is basically in conjunction with Rock Island Army and Arms Corps. So amazing stuff going on. Another thing to talk about before we get into all the questions on the MIPP program, and thanking our sponsors and thanking everybody for being a huge part of what we're doing. Titan Ballistics, your title sponsor of the MIPP program for the United Multigun League, came on board at Safariland, title sponsor for the United Multigun League. So you're going to see them on the page coming up. That's a huge discount code to you shooters out there that are members of the USSL from 2019 forward. So either you joined in 2019 or you're going to renew in 2019. You'll be getting those MIPP packages. And yeah, Titan Ballistics, huge stepping up and being a title sponsor for one of the leagues. That's huge. Obviously, Bushnell, Safariland, Titan. Now we've got some titles going on, and then there's all kinds of other stuff mixed in there with Liberty Lubricants and MGM Targets. Now we got Advanced Tactical, which is Rock on Army, Bad Beat, Seekins Precision, all these companies, and another handful of companies that are getting their information and paperwork back to us right now. I know I'm talking with JP Enterprises and some other rifle companies. Some cool stuff happening. So I start to show off the first 5 minutes. It's going to be huge. If you're ever going to get sick of talking about the MIPP sponsors, then don't tune in until after we've been on for 5 to 10 minutes, because it's going to be super important that we get back to those that are taking such good care of our members. So huge thanks to all the MIPP sponsors. We're going to get a list going, and we'll have a whole actual spiel. But for now, I just want to thank those guys. Start off the show right. Tani, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Are you really?
I'm just, well...
No, you're not.
But
Let's be honest. You're looking very white, as usual. Shiny.
Can you even see what I'm doing with my eyebrows right now?
If you had eyebrows. You can't really see your eyebrows because it's so bright. If I took my hat off, you wouldn't be able to see my eyebrows either. Look, my eyebrow's gone. Oh, not that one. You can see that one. That one's in the shadows. But look, that eyebrow's gone. See, now you got eyebrows. It's just so bright. All right, so what's up, John? How's it going? First guest on the show. Thanks so much. If you guys have questions, please feel free to write them in. We will answer them to the best of our abilities. We're talking about positive stuff, moving forward, and all the good things going on in the league and in major matches around the country. Hit us up if you have questions about major events coming up or anything like that. Again, positive, good conversations going on here on the T&P show. And what we got? What you got? Teddy Miller's here. What's up, Teddy? We'll see you in Wyoming, brother.
Oh,
Can't
nice.
Wait.
Justin says, good Wednesday evening, T&P.
What's up, brother? What's up?
I don't know who this is writing as the United Shooting Sports Leagues, but Back in Black, I believe, is their music suggestion.
Oh, it's probably Mark Zebart. Because I doubt Dottie would know what Back in Black was. It's got to be Mark Zebart. Guys, mind you, if you're DMing or IMing or any of these Facebook and social media, Instagram, back messenger, what the heck, what do they call it? Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Right now on the pages that I protect, that I'm a part of, I have 497 things to search for. I'm not keeping up, guys. I'm being honest with you. I'm just being straight up honest with you. I can't keep up. So if you want to talk to me, if you want to get in touch with me, if you want to ask me questions about the league, we have 100% of the members have the phone number to this phone right here, and you can text me or try to call me. Most cases lately I've been on the range a lot, so I'll try to respond back as best as I can. But 810 I don't even know my own phone number. Scratch that. She'll type it in. She'll put it in the comments. And you can also Pete at USSLeagues.com. Super easy. Pete at email Pete at USSLeagues.com. In most cases, if you send some kind of a Facebook Messenger and I don't get to it right away, and you get a response that says email Pete at USSLeagues.com, that's somebody helping me out, because I got an awesome team that backs me up and makes sure that, and they usually text me and go, hey, loser, you're behind again. And I go, I know, I'm trying. But you're looking at it, guys. Between Dottie...
810 or 801?
I don't know. I got to look it up. Between Dottie and me and Tawny, and then a handful of other people floating around the country. Oh, we froze again.
That is weird.
Twice in a row. A handful of other people around the country that are backing me up and helping us out and helping us grow these leagues. You're looking at it, guys. MIPP sponsorship is for you guys. MIPP is not taking care of. They're taking care of the USSL. They're taking care of you guys with discount programs. We are not asking them for anything. We are doing everything we can in our power to move forward to the best of our abilities with just our good looks, right? Our good looks. Yeah. So, anyways.
Let me catch up with these comments.
Catch up. What we got?
Robert Hanshi says, hi, guys and gals.
We're not frozen. There we are. Okay.
Kevin Moran. FYI, for those of us shooting both Grand Nationals and the Multigun Championship, there doesn't seem to be a way to squad on practice score without a schedule conflict between the two matches on at least one-day matches.
Negative. It's just maybe hasn't been explained 100%, Kevin. I've been texting people the schedule. The schedule is on the Facebook page. The conflict you're seeing is on Thursday. What you have to look at is on the bottom of the page. Let me see if I can pull it up. I can pull it up. What you have to look at is on the bottom of the scheduling page. Here it is. There it is. On the bottom of the scheduling page, you're going to see this. There it is. Focus.
You're there, sort of.
So what you're going to see is you can look at the overall schedule, and you're going to see on Thursday there's a conflict. But that conflict on Thursday, for those of you trying to shoot both, is the 5 multi-gun stages that will, if you're shooting both matches, they will be the same stage scored in both matches. You will not reshoot the stage. You don't get a warm-up in the multi-gun match with your grand match. So there will be no repeating stages. You won't have any warm-ups or any kind of I have an advantage because I shot the same stage twice. There will not be any repeating stages. So those 5 multi-gun stages 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, that is the conflict of the 5 all shotgun stages on Thursday afternoon. And you won't shoot those multi-gun stages on that day. You'll shoot those shotgun stages. And then when you shoot those multi-gun stages, which is going to be Sunday morning, when we final out the matches, you'll be shooting in that group of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you will shoot each of those stages, and each of those stages will be scored in both matches, provided one exception. You have to be shooting the same division in both matches. And we don't have anybody really hitting us up too much on that right now. There's some discussion of maybe a 2x4 in the grand match. It's possible, but we can talk about that on the show a little bit. But there will not be a conflict. The way it works is you shoot your shotgun stages 16. Yeah, make this note. I'm super clear. 12 minutes in. You will be squatted in a 1-5 in the grand match and a 21-25 in the UML championship match. And on Thursday afternoon, so you'll check in Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, you're going to shoot your 16 through 20 all shotgun stages. Friday morning, you shoot multi-gun 1 through 5. And then in the afternoon, you shoot pistol 1 through 5. And then Saturday morning, you get to shoot your rifle 11 through 15. Important that you shoot that long-range rifle stuff early in the morning. And then in the PM on Saturday, you shoot multi-gun 11 through 15. So maybe not as perfect lighting situations. And then Sunday AM, you shoot both multi-gun stages 6 through 10 as well. That will count as your multi-gun stages for the grand match. Hope that explains everything. Hope that makes it a little bit clearer. I'm telling you, the schedule works. You got to be shooting the same division, so TAC or open, and then you got to shoot a squad 1 through 5, and a squad 21 through 25. Your 1 through 5 will be your grand, and when you go into practice score and you register for a grand match and you look in the squads, you're going to see 1 through 5 in there. You're going to see squads. Oh man, froze again. Look at that, 3 in a row.
Why does that work?
I don't know why it's working. I don't know if they're even seeing the freeze. Maybe we're not. Oh, froze again. Oh, that's a horrible place to freeze. Look at me.
No, it's frozen there.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, we're back.
We're back. All right, we're back.
I don't know why our camera keeps freezing.
Okay, so you'll see a 1 through 5, and you're going to see super squads 1 and 2. That's TAC super squad and open super squad. I already have my list for those 2 super squads. And I know there's a couple questions. Couple teammates have contacted me. Hey, man, I won't be able to shoot with my teammate. My teammates, Cody Leeper and Jeremy Reed, one shooting open, one shooting TAC, will not be shooting together. So no, those super squads are not going to be team-oriented. Those 2 super squads are to create a story for TAC Optics and Open, the 2 biggest divisions, the 2 most competitive divisions, argumentatively, and the first ever grand champion for the USSL in TAC
so exciting.
and Open. And yes, I already have 10 people and 10 people. I've already talked to a lot of these people. There's still a few people I might not have hit up because I just know they're going to be there anyway. But I've already talked to them. And if you want to be on one of those squads and you've won any of my matches over the last couple of years, you text me over or hit me up, pete@ussleagues.com, and I'll put you on the list to be on one of those squads. But yeah, I definitely, the super squads will be shooting super squads in the grand match. And yeah, there's a lot of people that always shoot together. I'm going to tell you right now, there's some players that always shoot together that I've basically told no. And 2 of them are my teammates. And I told them no. You're going to be on separate squads and separate bays. And you could talk to each other between stages.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I did. There's another group of people that you guys all know very well that shoot together that I always try to help out with the squad. Half of them on that squad are sponsored, so they take very good care of my matches. And I've told a couple of them, if you guys are shooting separate divisions, you're going to be shooting apart. I did it 4 or 5 years ago. 5 years ago at the very first Surefire match. A lot of people didn't like it, so we changed it. This isn't forcing everybody in TAC to shoot together. It's just saying that the Open Super Squad is going to be the Open Super Squad, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun to watch.
I wish people weren't so against that because it saved the match.
That did actually save the match that year. But the way this is going to work is, yeah, there could be some dark horses out there, and there could be some other people and some other squads that could have a great match. But a lot of times when you're shooting against other great competitors, you rise to the occasion, or you might crumble. And the coolest thing is going to be, because we know Thursday afternoon we're shooting the all shotgun stages. As soon as that's over, we're going to have the scores. We're going to know exactly where everybody stands, which is something that we don't get to see when everybody's spread out all over all the squads. We're going to be able to look at all 5 shotgun stages were shot by all the freaking players in the match. So we're going to be able to do a match score update right away, do some live video, talk about it, and if you don't want to know where you stand, then don't watch. And don't look up scores, because you're going to be able to tell exactly where you stand. You're going to know exactly how many points. And for those of you who know our scoring system, it's extremely tight, and it can get really, really tight. And there's still some people that don't understand our scoring system 100%, and there's still some people that maybe don't like our scoring system 100%. But what I can tell you is it's tight, and when it's tight, it's a fun race. My hat's off to Joel Turner with the Army Marksmanship Unit. We're trying to beg him to come to the Grands. My hat's off to him for first overall at Superstition. Just an awesome feat with an awesome field with a ton of shooters at that match. But it wasn't even close. I mean, I think it was like almost 12% or something to the next place guy. It was a huge margin. All right, we froze again. Gotta wait. No, there you go. It's a huge margin, and so we're looking for a tight race. And this race is not going to be won by long-range rifle. It's not going to be won by shotgun loading. It's not going to be won by the guy who has the $10,000 gun. It's going to be won by multi-gun skills and individual skills in each individual league. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun to watch, and it's going to be fun the home stretch. Because after we know exactly where you place in the shotgun, we're going to know exactly where you place in the rifle, exactly where you place in the pistol. And on Sunday morning, when you come to the range, we're going to know exactly what you need to do to win the first ever USSL Grand Championship.
Grand Champion.
Yeah. Cool. So, oh, look at that. Teddy Miller says he's coming to Vegas in May. He's coming to the Grands. Right. Love it. Greg, what's up? Ben's give us, is he waving, or is that, it looks like he's smacking the both of us. This is double smack. Ben Lizardo, double smack. So,
Greg Sonnen says UML National in Texas again. Yes, dates. Loved that match last year.
Yes, sir, Greg. 100%. 19 minutes in. I will be heading to Texas in 3 weeks. If all goes well, I've got a few site tours and some visits I got to make. I got to go up to Wyoming. Who's super excited about that? Got to go to Texas. Talk to them again, and got to go up to Fallon for the District 1, the LimCat District 1 Championship. I'm going to make these site tours and then make these final decisions. Obviously, I know there's a lot of you guys that are already planning out your year, and I'm super sorry if we can't get to you in time and you book on top of the match. But I'm going to tell you right now, The 2019 Bushnell UML Traditional Nationals will happen again. It will happen again in Texas, and it will probably happen again on the same weekend, the very first weekend in November. If there is a date change at all, it will be 1 week earlier, last weekend in October. And basically the only reason for that will be to avoid the hunting season. But a lot of people have told me as long as they know that the date is the first weekend, they can move their hunt to the second weekend. I don't want to cancel anybody's hunts, especially if they're trying to, put food in the freezer for their families, things like that. But there's just not a lot of dates available, and that date at that location is the time that they have allotted for a multi-gun event. So there's a good chance it will be held at the same range, the same dates. Yes, again, title sponsor Bushnell, title sponsor of USSL and the MIPP program. So can't thank them enough. And yeah, Greg, it's going to happen. I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. It's probably going to be detailed out in the next 2 to 3 weeks when I do my site tour. What else?
Teddy says it was me. I always forget it wants to default me in as the page.
Oh, okay. All right. So is Teddy saying that we should be back in black?
Yeah. Can you sing it?
You're in gray. You have to wear a black shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's AC/DC. Because I'm back in black. Isn't it in like an Iron Man movie or something? Oh, we froze again. Ah, we're back. I don't know why we're freezing. I'd like to take a quick second, since we're going to get caught up, to apologize to anybody who tried to go to the USSL's YouTube page last week, or send anybody to the USSL's YouTube page last week to watch... It's got to be, there's something going on. Well, because every time we hit it, it works. It's like as soon as it freezes, we have to hit something. Here, I'll get my gavel out.
No.
I got the gavel. The new gavel.
Oh, God. Is that from Taylor Bunting?
This is the Taylor Bunting Thor gavel.
I told him
let's
I
see
hate
how,
him
Let's
for
see how
that.
loud it'll be. Ooh, that's pretty loud. So, where was I? What was I talking about?
The YouTube page.
Yes, we... No, didn't work. Yes, we tried to rebroadcast the T&P show on the YouTube page last week, and we lost audio. There was 0 audio. So the battery in the audio device did not work, and so we lost audio. So I'm telling you right now, I have a new audio device that I can tell it's still recording. It's got a red light on it. So the other one, the red light was in the back. We couldn't see it. Now I can see it. It's right there. I also adjusted it for Tani's sweet little voice, because she doesn't really talk loud, and people are often saying that I can't hear Tani. So I adjusted the new audio device. It's pointed straight at Tani, so we should be able to hear Tani. Obviously you'll hear me. I'm loud and obnoxious and all that good stuff. So, sorry that we didn't rebroadcast. It would have just been a rebroadcast of...
Bad lip reading.
And you would have had no idea what the heck we were talking about, so we did not rebroadcast. But we will do everything possible to continue to rebroadcast. We also have not updated any videos, any kind of cool vlogs or anything fun on the YouTube channel, and that's because we have been super slammed with Safariland and the cleanup for Safariland and all kinds of good stuff going on around the country with district matches and territory matches coming up soon. So, what you got? Let's hope we don't freeze anymore. No more freezing, Facebook. Stop it.
Brian says, howdy. Kevin says, gotcha. So how would that work if I'm shooting open in Grand Nationals and 2x4 open in the Multigun Championship? I assume limited to open then for those shared stages.
So, if you choose to shoot both matches and you choose to shoot 2 different divisions in the matches, you're going to have to show up Thursday morning, because you're going to have to jump in with the staff, and you will have to double over those stages. We've made it pretty clear that most people that are trying to do the double are doing open-open or tac-tac. There is a slight chance, Kevin, and this is your bid. This is your chance. Time to bid on it, because there's people that have been asking me. There's a slight chance to bring in a 2x4 to the grand match. It's not that I don't want to bring both 2x4s into the grand match. There was originally only 50 slots in the grand match. We've opened it up to 100, and we're already up to about 70, I think. So there's only a few slots left. Uh-oh. Hit the X. Don't mess us up. So there's a slight chance that we'll bring in a 2x4 if enough people start hitting me up on it. If not, you're going to have to show up early, bro, because yes, you will have to double over. Option A is you would have to shoot with the staff Thursday morning, those 5 stages, and then move into your shotgun stage in the afternoon. Option B, you would be forced to reshoot every single stage on Sunday on your squad, as long as it doesn't slow down the squad, as long as it's only one person doing so. And I don't know if you know, I mean, I love reshoots because they're a chance for me to do it better. I look at reshoots as a positive, because it's something that's going to happen in an event that you sometimes have no control over. So for people who get so angry about reshoots and, oh my God, I'm going to have to reshoot, and then I'm going to post on Facebook all about my reshoots and why it didn't go so well, it's your own fault if your reshoot doesn't go better. Think about it. This is your one chance in our sport to repeat a stage and do it better. This is your chance to shoot the stage and then identify where you went wrong and could improve on the stage, and then go shoot the stage better. But that being said, that's me, my positive attitude or my positive shooting attitude, and the way I coach my guys, and the way I handle reshoots. The reality is a lot of people don't do very well on reshoots, or, you know, who knows, maybe a gun goes down. And so for you to have to reshoot all 5 stages in one day in 2 divisions, that would be horrific for you. That would be really, really, really tough. So not looking forward to that. No matter what, brother, I promise you, if you... Why is it freezing the way? Look how ugly I am. Man, it freezes in the most ugly faces ever. Is it freezing for you guys? You guys, give me a thumbs up or a series of hearts if it's freezing every like 10 seconds on you guys, or we're just seeing the freeze and you guys aren't. I'm seeing the freeze on this other screen, so it's definitely happening. Kevin, my point is, no matter what, if you sign up for both matches, we're going to get you through, brother. One way or another. You may not be perfect, but one way or another. The way the schedule works is it's a simple 5 stages Thursday afternoon, 10 stages on Saturday, 10 stages Friday, 10 stages Saturday, and another 5 stages on Sunday, which gives you the ability to shoot all 30 stages in 3 days, 2 full days, 2 half days. We're done at midday for awards. We can have a nice big awards ceremony, and everybody can go home fat, happy, and rewarded, because we got amazing sponsors at the event. It's stacking up to be really, really awesome. What else you got?
Kevin said it's freezing, but audio's fine, so it's just funny.
Oh, okay. Cool. I will tell you guys, real quick, some other sponsors that I know for sure. Obviously, we've already talked about 6 Hour, title sponsor for, I'm going to keep talking through my freeze, 6 Hour, title sponsor for the USSL Grand Championships and the UML Championship match. Super excited to have them back on board. Obviously, they were the title sponsor for a match that I did last year in April. We spoke last year about this match. This was our meeting at SHOT Show in 2017, talking about the 2018, talking about the 2019 match. They were already on board. It was just a matter of laying it all down. But 6 Hour, title sponsor. So you're going to see a bunch of SIG guns on the prize table, and that's going to be awesome. I've already mentioned 2 other sponsors. Vortex Optics, can't thank them enough to be an area sponsor for this match. And Rock On Army Arms Corps, another title or another area sponsor for this match. So huge, huge, huge thanks to those guys. Other huge, huge MIPP sponsors, again, Safariland and Titan. These are 2 of your MIPP title sponsors. Titan, MIPP, title sponsor of the UML, and Safariland, title sponsor of the UPL, and both of them on board sponsoring this match. Liberty Lubricant, always a big part of what we're doing. Magpul, okay, with Magpul, title sponsor of the 2019 Magpul Wyoming Governor's Cup, presented by Vortex Optics. I mean, these names just keep ringing. Hogue, another big part. Surefire, always putting suppressors and cool lights and cool stuff on the table. Our prize table at the Grand Match is going to be insane. I haven't 100% decided on the award for the Grand Champion. My team has come up with an idea for the belt, the wrestling belt, with the logos all over it. We're having trouble finding what would look good or what we really like, but the thought that you would always...
ever actually look good?
Come on. I mean, it could. I mean, could you imagine? Think about, like, let's put a name out there. What name comes to your mind of somebody that would grab that belt and throw it up like Stone Cold Steve Austin? Give me one name. Go.
Jerry Mitchell.
No. No. Come on. Who's the Instagram sensation? Who's the guy
Travis?
that would... Travis would do it. But the name that comes to mind to me is Keith Garcia.
I
mean, you see Keith Garcia. When Keith Garcia set up for a shoot-off, he is motivated. When he wins a shoot-off, he's running down the line, high-fiving people. He is having a good time out there. I always love giving him the mic. Thanks so much for coming to all my matches, Keith. I can see Keith grabbing the Grand Belt. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He kind of has that WWE personality.
Yeah, over his shoulder. Throws it up over his shoulder. Comes to the mic with his belt hanging off his shoulder. Yeah, I can see it. What we got?
Greg Timburn, USSL gear ordered off the website. Will that roll out soon?
Greg, I've been talking to Awards and Apparel and the team. I seen a couple of emails come through about some people that either did not get stuff right away. I know everything was sold out. Tani recently, just in the last couple of days, reordered everything. So we've got a ton of orders coming through, and the company that presents us with, that gets us all that stuff, they're local. So it's not coming over on a boat or whatever. We're paying, whatever we got to do to have it close and fast. If you didn't get a response right away, I can tell you right now that would be my fault, and that's because a lot of that stuff comes through me. And with the Safariland match. And then we had a couple of issues at the Safariland match, and no excuses, which caused me to be at the range, and I didn't get to do my morning email sessions and my afternoon email sessions. So that would be my fault. But yes, please, I can look it up, but I know a couple of names. And Apparel is supposed to email you guys back and let you know that everything was back ordered, but everything is on order. And as soon as we get it, if you waited an extra long time, we did this already a couple times before. We'll throw something extra in your bag for you. But thank you so much for the support, and I promise you we will get your gear out. Tani will make a note so that Dottie and me and Tani can make sure that we look for your email and your order and get you going. Mike Bauer says no 2x4 in the Grand. Why, Mike? Because you wanted limited, and that didn't happen? We offered if you could get a 10-man limited crew together, it didn't happen. But I got 10 people in 2x4 that are begging for it.
Kevin says, I vote add 2x4 open to the Grand Nationals. If not, then I can show up Thursday morning and register check-in Wednesday.
Yes. What's up, Jason? How's it going, buddy? Freezing. Oh, freezing. But audio's fine. So every time it freezes, just keep talking. And even though I look absolutely horrible when I'm frozen.
No.
Laura Neely and Trappo, what's up?
What are you talking about?
Dottie, it's freezing. I know, Dottie. We have a secondary screen over here, but the audio is not freezing, so we're just going to keep talking through the freeze. Right now it's going. We're good. I'm looking at it. Can I make that bigger?
If you turned it vertical, maybe.
That's a little bigger.
Interesting.
Not frozen there? What's up?
Good, sir. Hi, Tawny. Hi, Jason B.
What else?
We're all caught up.
All caught up?
Basically.
All right, 33 minutes in. Let's talk a little bit about, is it presented by? The 2019 Magpul Wyoming Governor's Cup presented by Vortex Optics. Is that what it is? Is that how we say it? I keep messing it up. I gotta stop messing it up. I work so hard on my speech. Oh, look, there we are. I work pretty hard on my speeches. There it is. Magpul, Wyoming, Governor's Match presented by Vortex Optics. Okay, I work so hard on my speeches. A lot of times you guys see me at award ceremonies, and I go over and over and over and over again, and I'm constantly saying, and your 2019 Safariland Expedition National Champion in TAC Optics is... but I was not 100% prepared and was not training myself until just like a week or so ago to just answer a couple of questions. USSL and UML have always been a part of this event. I was already asked to be match director, co-match director, assist with the event. I was also asked to design all the stages this year instead of just one stage, and then hopefully have a team that can meet me out there to help build some of those stages. We're going to drag our trailer up there, all of our tents, all of our coolers, everything we need to make sure that the match is a huge success. There's been a ton of work behind the scenes that a lot of people don't ever know about with sponsorship and registration and everything that needs to take place on the ground. that we cannot deny. A lot of work has already taken place, but I cannot move forward till I take a trip out to Cody, Wyoming and do a site tour. So there's a couple questions. The migration of Practice Score has been moved over, and if you search United Shooting Sports League's club, you'll find it. One of the biggest concerns right now is they see, when you see the club, you see Boulder City, Nevada. The match is still in Cody, Wyoming at the Cody, Wyoming Shooting Complex. Everything as it is stands still and moves forward. Okay, it's going to happen. It's going to happen on the same dates. The match fee is the same. We're gonna, if you're already squatted, we're gonna honor what squad you were on, but we don't have squads in the matrix yet because I don't have a site tour to know exactly how many stages I can try to put together, and if I'm gonna clog up some of the matrix with a whole bunch of long range over berms or whatever the complex allows me to do. So as soon as possible, I promise you guys, I'm doing a site tour. I'm gonna go meet with everybody up there. I'm gonna figure out how I wanna lay out the match. And within the next couple of weeks, you guys are going to have all the details you need regarding this match, making sure that it's good to go. The freezing is killing me. Hasn't frozen in a while, right, Mike? Hasn't frozen in a while. So, if you have any questions on the match, please feel free. Again, pete@ussleagues.com. Send me over an email. I'll be glad to answer as much as I possibly can. But I can tell you right now that I'm honored to be a part of the match and honored to be a bigger part of the match. And the USSL and UML are going to do everything positive to put together one of the best matches possible. I already have my eyes set on who's going to be in charge of each individual aspect of the match to make sure that it runs absolutely as smooth and seamless as possible. We at the USSL and the UML, we're going to be bringing up all of our medals and qualification coins because this is a level 4 territory event. This is the Northwest Territory Championship. And so being a level 4 event means qualification coins. There's some possibility discussion of qualification coins for level 3 matches this year, but they will not look like the level 4 coins. I can promise you that. So if you want a level 4 coin, got to come to one of the level 4 events. And the level 4 events are the Safariland match that just took place, the Grand match, which is coming up here in 2 months, the Magpul Wyoming Governor's match presented by Vortex Optics, coming up in the first week of August, and then your 2019 Surefire World Multigun, and I can't really announce the title sponsor of the 2-gun match yet. I have a title sponsor. The beep PCC 2-gun championship and the Bushnell UML Traditional Nationals happening in November. All those are level 4 matches, and yeah, awesome stuff happening at all those. And that's where you get your level 4 coins, challenge coins. It was pretty cool to see people when we were building Safariland just coining, breaking their coins out during the build crew, throwing it down on the table, and everybody like scrambling, I don't have my coin. So challenge coins are happening, medals are happening, all that good stuff's going to happen. Match is going to be sick. Tim, what's up, buddy? Tim Pack with Titan Ballistics, you guys, TitanBallistics.com. Again, we've been talking about them. Huge sponsor of the Grand Match, as well as your title sponsor for the UML under the MIPP program. Can't thank them enough for everything that they're doing with us. Yeah, super fun. So, what's up, Tim? What else you got? We're all cut up?
We're all cut up.
Freezing's killing me? It's still freezing?
Holy mouthful, that's a lot of matches.
Yeah, Jason, it's pretty crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a doozy of a couple of weeks, but we're hanging in there.
Jason, are you coming to Wyoming?
That's a good question. Oh, frozen. Is it frozen? Is it frozen? Let's see it. Let's see the freeze. Unfreeze. And right here, look, it's going to go froze. Wait, Jason, are you coming to Wyoming? There you are saying it. And there, boom, frozen. All right, so we're tracking it. It just takes a couple of seconds of lag for you guys, but we're going to talk right through it. I asked Jason to come to Wyoming. I don't know what he's going to do. Kind of looked at me funny. Kind of blew me off.
He looked at you funny.
Yeah, kind of looked at me like, you cray. You cray.
Did Jason go to Cedar Valley? Has he ever traveled for a match?
Jason? No,
Yeah.
He's too cool to travel for matches. It's Jason.
Well, when you said you had like a person pinned for every job, I
How
was
about-
just thinking about Jason.
Oh, well, yeah, I have a job pinned for Jason, that's for sure. Again, he just looked at me with this funny look. But you know what the funniest part was? When Cody Leeper called him on the radio at Safariland.
What?
Over the radio.
What did you say?
Cody, Jason Booty, come in. Jason Booty, come in. That's pretty awesome.
Did Jason respond?
I think he did. Of course he did. Because he knows. It is what it is.
13-hour drive. Don't know yet. Still talking to the what?
Yeah, I'm driving that. It's going to be like a 16-hour drive for us. We're just towing the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Ray! What's up, Tony? When do we get to see you again?
Carpool with somebody.
Go to Cedar Valley. I'll find the wine. Tony Ray, you coming down to the Grands? You going to go up to Wyoming? We need you. We need help. We need help.
Brian said to Jason, that would still make only 2 of us. Maybe Danielle and Chad will 2, and that's 4. Mike Bauer, I'm pretty sure, much like I had, has resolved to shooting tack. I think he's talking about a limited group again. Jason B needs to come to Cedar Valley, says Carrie. Ooh, Tony says yes to both.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. Neat, Tony. Awesome stuff.
Brian's going to Cedar Valley. Only have 5.5 hours.
This thing is still...
From
I still have this hair
Las
in my eye.
Vegas. Stop it. I see nothing.
I know. Trevor 2, what's up?
I'll be going to the Wyoming match. Even managed to get a spot in Horner's class that he's putting on.
Trevor, I can tell you, I officially spoke to Daniel on the phone and let him know we're still a go and everything's moving forward, and he was stoked to hear that. So, yeah, cool. It's cool.
Is Trevor local, or where is Trevor from?
No, I think Trevor's up in Carrie Palmer's neck of the woods. He's, I wish he was local. He's awesome.
He was helping out a lot.
Yeah, just showed up and started doing anything that needed to happen to make the match happen. Trevor, can't thank you enough for your support. For those of you who didn't come to Safariland, are unaware, there's probably the most challenging event we've ever put on the ground. Not only was it a huge amount of stages, 17 total stages, but all 17 stages, we took about 2 weeks to build. We ran out of every wall support we had, every knockdown we had, every knockdown stand we had. MGM Target stepped up, brought us everything else we needed as usual. But the day that the staff was supposed to be shooting their second 5 stages, the wind came in and leveled the entire match. And the wind did not level the entire match. It just leveled most of the match. And then me and my team leveled the rest of the match so that the wind wouldn't level the entire match, and then we had to spend the next day rebuilding the match while the staff was shooting ahead of the staff. So one of the more challenging events we've ever put on, dealing with some forearm tendonitis from drilling and hammering and all that good stuff, but we got it up, we made it happen. The match was a success. Everybody had a good time. If you didn't make it, listen to the comments, because there may not have been long range, there may not have been 300-yard shots. But when you're shooting 4-inch targets at 60 yards and 6-inch targets at 60 yards, offhand ain't gonna fly. It was pretty cool. There's some pretty cool stuff out there. So yeah, it was neat. Everybody had a good time. I see Charlie Brown. What's up with Charlie Brown?
How are you feeling, Charlie Brown?
Charlie Brown, how you doing, brother? God, for those of you guys who don't know, Charlie Brown, the match director of Multigun for my very first Multigun match. It's where it all started. Way back in 2010, Charlie Brown. Can you believe it? 2010. August 2010, I shot a Multigun match with you, and look where I am now.
It's probably why you are here right now.
Yeah, right? Charlie feels
Charlie Brown.
He feels bad for me. Stop in the Springs on your way to Recon Cody.
Is that on the way?
Is that on the way? Colorado Springs? If you go a certain way, I'm going up through Salt Lake, but I'm going to fly for my recon. That's for sure. I'm not going to drive the recon. I'm going to fly for the recon, rent a car, do what I got to do there, and then, of course, drive up. I'm planning to be up there for 2 weeks leading up to the match, so 2 weeks out and then a couple days after to clean up. So I'm definitely planning to be there for a long, long time to make sure the thing's awesome. We're going to put a lot into it, guys, so if you were thinking about coming to the Magpul Wyoming Governor's Match presented by Vortex Optics and you had not done it yet, I recommend you get in there. There's only maybe 60, 70 slots left. Get in on those slots. Please help support the match. the match. Huge cause. Obviously, Magpul and Vortex, can't thank them enough. But Wyoming and the state of Wyoming and the governor and everything that they've put into this over the last 3 years, we're going to make this one the best one ever. It's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And so please be a part of that match. If you're local, if you have a chance to get away, if you can come help support that match, help us put some stages on the ground or maybe staff some of the stages, please hit me up, pete@ussleagues.com. I could use your help, and we could use a team to make sure that thing is awesome as possible.
Jason said Cedar is probably a yes. Need to find stuff for the wife and kids to do up there, Carrie. You should talk to Jim Glover, because I know in years past him and his wife have gone up for that match and also made like a vacation trip out of it and found other stuff to do in the area. So he might have some good ideas for you and the family.
You know what's cool?
What's cool?
The mic's totally picking you up, even though you're a whisperer.
How do you know? I'm not even whispering. I feel like I'm yelling right now.
No, I can see it. I can see the gains moving.
Oh, great.
And it's red, which means the light's on, which means we know it's working, whereas last time we didn't know it was working and we didn't know it died. It's still battery powered. I just checked the battery.
Carrie Palmer says Trevor Toon is fantastic. I think so. He's in Ogden.
Oof, tons of battery.
Charlie's getting better every day. That's good, Charlie.
Nice, Charlie. Appreciate everything over the years, man. Can't wait to see you again. Carrie, stop talking to Jason. I'll decide where Jason goes. I froze. That's right, Carrie. I'll decide where Jason goes. Jason, I'll decide where you go. Appreciate it, though. Appreciate your help, Carrie. Jason knows what I'm talking about.
Christopher Sheen says there are lots of family-friendly stuff up this way. How far is it from Lagoon? Is Lagoon still around?
What's Lagoon?
It's like this amusement park that used to be popular for... I grew up in Idaho, and so families would go to Salt Lake in the summer, and all the kids would get to go to Lagoon. I only went there once.
What other awesomeness is going on? There's Jason, LOL. I'm not laughing, Jason. I'm serious. I'll decide. Obviously, your wife will make the final decision, but I have plans. Carrie, those plans don't involve you right now. Sorry, brother. I've got something for you, bro. We can talk, but you won't like it. You won't like it very much. So, it's nothing bad for you. It just would affect your shooting career a little bit.
Oh.
So. Oh, Lagoon, 1.5 hour north. Is that Lagoon?
1.5 hour north. I think that's what he's answering.
Todd, at this point, the work that Strategic Match Design has done leading up to the match is obviously in place. And by contract, they still are going to assist me and back me up, helping me with the sponsors and help me get this thing up and running. Once the match hits the ground, you'll see me and my team out there. Me and my team will be designing all the stages. Me and my team will be staffing the entire match. Me and my team will be running the entire match on the ground in Wyoming. So I hope that answers your question. Chris, I have no idea, other than what I've seen on Google Maps, what I see of the Cody complex. I see some small bays. I see some long-range facility, and I see some area that looks like I can use some natural terrain. I really would love to do some natural terrain behind some of the bays. I would love to be able to use some of that terrain. Obviously, I have to do my site visit to see what they're going to let me do. Probably one of the more fun things. There's so many people that comment on some of our local events, like Safariland being bay matches. They're not bay matches because we choose them to be bay matches. They're bay matches because we have bays, and BLM stopped us from being allowed to shoot over those berms. For those of you who used to come to Surefire and the first couple of nationals that we ran here, we used to hike the targets 500 yards downrange. I mean, we BCC target, flasher, BCC MGM, BCC flasher in a backpack.
There was no road out there.
No, there's no road. There was no four-wheelers. There's no way to get out there other than feet. Me and Michael Voigt hiked targets downrange for the first Surefire match together. Okay, so I love me a big terrain match. I love me some of that stuff. But this is the facility that I have, and this is what I have to deal with, and this is the evolution of what we've done to fit with what we have. But when I do that site tour, if I can use some of that terrain area and some of that open area, my plan will be to use as much of the facility as absolutely possible. And what I'm saying is I'll be using the entire facility to put on a nice 10 to 12 stage match that will allow us to test everything we can possibly test for Multigun. And so on that note, most of you guys know that I'm not a fan of a sub 4 MOA 500 yard rifle target. You're not going to see a 10-inch flasher at 500 yards. I disagree with a 2-inch or 2 MOA target in Multigun. It becomes an equipment race, and it really tends to lead towards a very small select shooter. But I will promise you that I'll do everything in my power to mix it up as best as possible. I guarantee you there'll be a ton of options. I guarantee you the only forced options that you'll see. Last year there was some mandatory slug targets. Obviously with 2x4, I always allow those to be shot with slugs or PCC. So if you're shooting 2x4 and you don't want to shoot the slugs, you'll be able to shoot your PCC. The only thing I can tell you right now that I have no idea of is range restrictions. There may be a bay that I can't shoot a rifle in that direction because there's something over there, or who knows. So until I do a full site visit, I really can't comment 100%, but I can promise you I'm going to do everything I can to build the match as big as possible. It will not be all bay stages because all I see on the map is 5 bays, and those bays don't look big enough to be really good, solid 3-gun bay stages for us. The smallest I can have a bay would be about 20 yards wide by 50, 60 yards deep. And I don't see that. So it will not be all bays. It's going to be big. It's going to be as big as I can possibly make it based on the facility that's provided to me. I will tell you that I'm contemplating using the expedition scoring, and that's just to keep the match tighter. The traditional nationals, we utilized the traditional scoring, and we utilized 5 bay stages that were big 3-gun bay stages, and then 5 natural terrain stages, and the match was a huge success, and I had a ton of fun building it. And it, but don't you think in some of those bays when you had a 50-second stage, you shot like those bays maybe 40, 50 seconds, and you had a 10-second penalty. It's a massive penalty. So I'm not quite sure the direction that I can speculate. We're going to go expedition scoring with the biggest bay, the biggest stages we can possibly create to take over that entire facility and put on the greatest match we possibly could. I'm super excited, right? Because I got to go to Texas last year and do the Bushnell match. It was my first venture outside of Las Vegas, and now I'm going to get to go up to Wyoming and do a whole nother venture like that. So I'm super stoked. Yeah, we'll see what we can do, man. Hope that answers your question. That's the most I got for you right now.
Mike Bauer says, for the record, the first Surefire was epic.
What, just the first one? Rude.
Come on, it's a compliment.
Oh, sorry. Good job, Mike. Thank you.
It was epic.
It was
epic. A great match.
Yeah, it was epic. It was epic for sure. It was epically exhausting. We hiked like 12 flash targets. 3, 4, 450. I think the first one was 450. It was a BCC at 450. But still, a BCC, you got an 18-inch wide target by a 20-inch tall target minus the head out there at 450. It's still a poke. It still requires windage. It still requires build a solid position. But it's definitely not one of those things that requires a $5,000 rifle and handmade ammo. It allows you to bring the gun that you got, bring the ammo that you got. Maybe you didn't get to ship ammo. Maybe you had to go down to Sportsman Warehouse and buy ammo. Yeah, there's a thing that about equipment that we all love. I got a safe right there with JP rifle in it. I know that thing. I got 2 JP rifles in there. I might have more than 2, but I have 2 JP rifles in there that I shoot in competition, that I have shot in competition. I recently took my open one out, and I was making shots 1-for-1 at 800 yards with 69 grain ammo through that 16-inch gun. But not all guns are gonna do that, and not all ammo is going to do that. It's handmade ammo by Jeep House Custom Cartridge. I know exactly what it does. I know its ballistics. I know its trajectory. I know what it's going to do from years of training and practice. So I like shooting far. I'm not quite sure how much it flows with a multi-gun match where half the shooters are timing out or not even engaging the target or not even actually trying to hit the targets. Those of you guys have all seen that before. Whereas a match where everybody has a chance to hit the target so they feel comfortable going for it and they send some rounds and eventually they get them and the better shooter just sends one round and gets it. Note to you better shooters, go 1 for 1. You're still going to be ahead of anybody that, sprays and prays and gets lucky. What you got?
Christopher Sheen says, you'll make it a great match, I have no doubt. Thanks.
Thanks, sir. An email went out today to all the staff that's already signed up for the Magpul Wyoming Governor's match presented by Vortex Optics, and I can tell you right now, the compliments in that email were above what I deserve. It was awesome. It was very humbling. It's going to make me emotional. So thanks so much for the support and the people out there that realize we're stepping in to make sure this thing's awesome, and the support that we're getting and the compliments that we're getting from all directions. They're extremely humbling, and they are not going unnoticed, and it just motivates me to work harder and do what we got to do. And I thank you guys, and we're going to make it as best we can. Appreciate it. Jessica Nitzel's here.
Mike says 600 BCC.
Jessica Nitzel. She's here.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Oh, she wasn't here when we were talking about reshoots a minute ago. And I was talking about how I tell my team how reshoots are supposed to be positive, and you should be motivated because it gives you a chance to do it again. But Jessica unfortunately had to shoot a stage 3 times because my staff didn't put clips on the big 10x10s. And the 10x10s don't stay on the stands in the wind, and poor Jessica had to reshoot a stage, and it didn't go so great. And I felt bad watching the video. I really do. I feel bad when I see that stuff, but it's kind of part of shooting, and it's a part of shooting that will always be a part of shooting. There's never going to be a time where everything's going to be so perfect that there won't be a reshoot. So just my team knows, dig deep and be motivated about your reshoots. Sorry, Jessica. Sorry, you had to shoot a stage more than once or 3 times.
More than twice.
Maybe 4 times. Maybe it was 3 times. No, I think it was 3 times. But the rest of the match was awesome. And you know what? It was the Mike Voigt Memorial Pistol Match. And that match is going to be a part of this match forever, as long as possible. And for those of you who shot the MVM, got a special little logo on your sleeve, said MVM 2019. And if you want an MVM 2020, you better sign up for that bad boy ASAP when we launch it next year. Because I can promise you right now, there will not be multiple schedules for the 2020 MVM pistol match. There will be one schedule. It'll be probably a PM, and that'll be it. And anybody that wants to shoot it, and be honored and represent and honor the man. And the rest of you guys will be shooting the multi-gun match. Jessica, I don't know why you don't shoot my multi-gun match. That's an awesome multi-gun match. But good to see you anyways. Always great to see you and Nils. And thank you guys so much. Except why did you guys write Nils in backwards in 3rd place? And then you allowed me to call it backwards. And then the 3 competitors, came up and took the wrong awards. Because the practice score, we know without a shadow of a doubt who won. How did the 3rd place guy come up and take the 3rd place award without smacking me?
I don't know.
And then the 1st place guy came up going, woo-hoo-hoo! And then we had to change everything. So I'm going to blame that one on Jessica. I'm pretty sure Jessica could have fixed that.
Oh, she could have stepped in.
Yeah. I'm blaming that one on Jessica.
Could have put a stop.
She could have talked to the hand. Pete, you're wrong. I admitted I was wrong at that event, at that shoot-off thing. I have video of it. I was wrong. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Jessica could have went, you're wrong again, with the Iron Man hand. What you got?
If a person...
Did Jason Boozer go? Say what Jason's saying right there.
Is Pete going to cry?
I didn't, did I, Jason? No, I didn't. I can make you cry. I know I can, but I wouldn't. But yes, I get extremely emotional when people talk positive stuff about any of my events or anything that we've ever done leading up to today. Yes, I get emotional. I miss Mike. I miss some of the old matches we used to shoot. I miss our old career shooting together, but I would not change it for anything. I changed Mike, but I would not change it for anything, because what we're doing right now and what with the positive notions that are being spoke about everything that's going on with the United Shooting Sports Leagues is extremely emotional to me. And yes, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I'm a third-generation Marine, and no, Jason, I did not cry. But if you'd like, I'll show you what crying looks like.
Jeez.
I will. I love my Jason. Good job, man. Good job everything you do, Jay. You saved our tails running stats at Safariland. Good job. Appreciate it.
If a person makes semi-pro or pro in, say, 2x4 tack, then decides to chase open, where will they start in QT level? Every division has to be earned on its own.
So that was a big, long discussion over the course of 2018. In the beginning of 2018, we talked about utilizing some things that other organizations have done where it would be like a one-down thing. And once we started thinking about how different the divisions are, and then we started looking at the names of the divisions, in most cases, a lot of people stick to one division. But the division hoppers and the people that want to jump around, we made a decision that rather than having that float over or cross over, and it was actually a big decision based on my team, because I had people on my team. I have a gentleman on my team that was that made pro and heavy and pro and limited, and couldn't quite make it there in tack optics. And I told him, you know what? You're gonna have to earn it, brother. It's not gonna be handed to you just because you made it in another division. The thickest fields are probably tack optics still, and the fastest, craziest equipment and shooters is probably that open division still. So if you want to jump into open, man, dig deep, grab some big sticks and a lot of dots, and get ready to have some fun. And good luck. We'll see you chase that semi-pro or pro in that new division, man.
Ooh,
we made it.
We had a minute.
An hour.
In an hour.
We made it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Huge shout outs to all of our sponsors, the MIPP sponsors, all the sponsors for all of our major matches. Title MIPP sponsor for the United Shooting Sports Leagues, Bushnell Optics. And stay tuned for information on the 2019 Bushnell UML Traditional Nationals that will be coming to you at the end of this year. Huge shout out to Titan Ballistics and Safariland for being title sponsors of two of our leagues, UML and UPL, and being a huge player and a huge part, obviously representing as a title sponsor for not only one of our leagues but one of our matches, and also stepping up and being a part of all these other matches that are being put on the ground. Can't thank the MIPP sponsors enough. You guys as members, I promise you, it's coming. It's coming soon. We're working really hard to get the MIPP sponsors to get their paperwork back to us. Tawny was just in emails today on the MIPP jersey. It's looking pretty cool. You want to give them any hints? You want to tell them what color? Want to give them anything? She's going to hide it all.
I don't know. There'll be some hexagons on it.
There'll be some hexagons on it. The MIPP jersey is going to come out. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I know Ted Miller is going to rep one. He's also going to be repping one of our. We got a jersey being made for Ted right now. So can't thank the MIPP sponsors enough. Liberty Lubricant, MGM Targets, Seekins Precision, Titan Ballistics, Safariland. Trying to finalize Surefire, JP Enterprises, Wild West Guns. Can't thank everybody enough for everything that they're doing for the organization, and all you guys as members for being patient with us as we upload and get all the MIPP scores, all the QT scores from 2018 and the beginning of 2019 into the program. Can't thank Ted Miller enough for stepping up with barely knowing us and seeing me at a major match. I'm never a nice guy at a major match. And to be a part of this organization, we can't thank him enough. Casey Ryan, who isn't here tonight, but Casey Ryan is helping do the data for all that good stuff and helping put it all together. My stats guy on the ground here, Jason Bootslier, and everybody that helps us at local clubs, Silver State Practical, training us and preparing us for these major matches so we can put on some great stuff for you guys. I can't thank everybody enough. All the sponsorship and everything going on. It's awesome. Pretty excited Jason Boozer says, I made him cry, tell me I couldn't come back. I did tell him that. I did. He probably went home and cried. I told him. And that's my rule, guy. If you're working one of my matches and you're not shooting it, I'm the only person that gets to work the match and not shoot it. If you're working because it's part of the deal is that you want to shoot, and maybe it's not 100% financially feasible. So for you guys that come up to help RO matches, stage managers, stage designers, stage builders, stats guys, everybody that helps out with matches, it's super important for me that you shoot the match and have a good time doing so. That's how we got our start. That's how we got to shoot so many great matches over the years. I choose personally not to shoot my matches, to put 100% of my effort into them, and I'll choose to go shoot matches that I'm not working on. So I still get to play and have fun. Don, what's up? How's it going?
Yo,
Teddy
Don.
Miller, what's he say?
You already addressed it. He asked about when they would
Soon, Ted, soon. I'm nagging him. I'm supposed to get my package back from JP this week, as well as some cool stuff happening with some other rifle companies and a big group of companies that's all in together. That's going to come in at like multiple levels. So we're going to finalize that and get that stuff all together. But yeah, it's happening.
And Trevor says, I'll wrap a jersey.
Is that Liz right there? And Elizabeth Garza Perrier? That is Liz. What's up?
Hey, Liz.
How's it going, Liz? Talking all about how awesome everything is out there at Pro Gun Club and everything that we're doing. Don, miss you. Miss you too, brother. Nice new boat, man. I saw that new boat you got. You got a new boat.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you know those guys get one every year. We stopped. We don't work with them anymore. We're not cool. We're not special. Someday we'll be special again. But Don, looks good. Oh, sorry. I thought that was a different Don. That's Don Huntsman.
Who are you talking about?
That's Don up north. That guy.
That's Tindy.
That's Tindy. Hey, Don, change your name to Tindy. You're confusing me, man. That's Tindy.
I thought you got a boat.
No. I need a boat. No, you don't. No, you don't, Don. It's horrible. Just have a friend that has a boat and ride their boat.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Thank God I don't own my boat. No. It just sits there now. It sits there. It's been sitting for 6 months. The guys at the shop keep asking me to drop it back off. Yeah, you got to go back to Tindy. All right, guys. This is T&P on our way out. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to go watch the Golden Knights play the Colorado Avalanche.
Heck yeah.
Go Knights, go. And get ready for the weekend. And next week, March Madness, the first match in the 3-part championship series for Silver State Practical. You got to have 4. There's 4 matches. You got to have scores in 3 to be competing in the championship series. So you might want to get into March Madness before it's too late, because who knows if you're going to be sick at Double Stack or Halloween or the Halloween or the holiday match. But we'll see you guys out there this weekend. Saturday, the match is closed down. The Boy Scouts are having a big event, so hoorah for the Boy Scouts. And then on Sunday, we're going to have an all-steel match for you guys all set up. Kind of a little replica of what we're doing on Tuesday Night Steel with some extra stages and maybe some extra shooting. We'll get you some information out tomorrow on the email. And until then, Tani, thanks so much for everything. We got a mic that registers Tani's whisper voice. So we will rebroadcast this tomorrow on the YouTube, USSL. Search it, like it, subscribe, share. Listen to Tani whisper. Whisper.
Greg Tanberg, thank you for tuning in. And to everyone that's been here for the hour, thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon. Peace out.
Peace out.